The Asian American Bar Association of New York is honored to present the 2016 Women's Leadership Award to Michelle K. Lee, the Undersecretary of Commerce for Intellectual Property and Director of the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Undersecretary Lee, a true trailblazer, has advocated passionately in the interest of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders and women throughout her career. She currently leads the agency with the greatest percentage of AAPIs in the entire federal government. Undersecretary Lee and the USPTO are leading by example, with more than 30% of the executive positions in the USPTO being held by women.
I think all of us across the country in the APA legal community are extremely proud of Michelle's success and of her leadership within the United States Patent and Trademark Office, and we look forward to supporting her in that role.
Women, and especially women of color, bring a unique set of experiences to the table. While Michelle is the first woman to serve as director of the Patent and Trademark Office in its 200-plus year history, she is using her platform to create opportunities for women and girls in STEM that will allow more women to take on this role in the future.
Undersecretary Lee has also been deeply committed to advocating for women in her personal and professional life. Last year, Undersecretary Lee started the USPTO's All-In STEM initiative to encourage more women and girls to work in STEM fields and intellectual property. And before joining the USPTO, she co-founded the organization CHIPS with 6 other women leaders from major technology companies in the Silicon Valley to support and promote the advancement, development, and retention of women in technology and intellectual property fields through mentorship and advocacy.
Given how few women heads of IP there were back then, we knew there was something to be gained by coming together. And 10 years later, we have over 1,500 members and a full-blown annual global summit each year.
This summer, BSA, the Software Alliance, sponsored the launch of Girls Who Code in DC, and we were thrilled to have Michelle as our commencement speaker. It was such an amazing moment to have her in the room, to have the girls listen to her story. They see Michelle in this role, and they know that they can do anything that they want when they grow up.
Undersecretary Lee's passion for science and technology was conceived amid resistors and circuit boards in the garage of her family's home in Saratoga, California. At MIT, she studied electrical engineering and computer science and worked as a computer scientist at MIT's Artificial Intelligence Laboratory. She was tapped by Google in 2003 to be its Deputy General Counsel and its first head of patents and patent strategy. And in 2012, Undersecretary Lee left Google to become the first director of the USPTO Silicon Valley Regional Office and was named the Deputy Director of USPTO 2 years later.
After President Obama nominated Michelle to serve as director of the Patent and Trademark Office, I was very impressed by her vision to lead this office and take on the many intellectual property issues that we face in a global 21st century economy. I was proud to support Michelle's nomination in the United States Senate.
And that's why it's so inspiring and refreshing to see Michelle as director of the USPTO, the first woman director of the USPTO in its 225-year history. I think it's inspiring for men and women in the sciences, as lawyers, and as leaders of our communities.
One of the keys to her professional success is her authenticity. She leads by example. She's incredibly fair and balanced. Wicked smart, of course, but really inspiring by everything she does every day.
Michelle is a caring public servant and a real champion of innovation. These are traits that I admire so much. To lead is often to serve, and Michelle is truly committed to being the best public servant that she can be, and that commitment comes across with everyone that she interacts with.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in congratulating tonight's honoree and recipient of the AABANY Women's Leadership Award, Michelle K. Lee.